12 people have been detained by police for questioning after a hospital fire in Beijing. The blaze has killed 29 people and left dozens more injured. The local authorities apologised and offered condolences to the victims.
We feel deep remorse and guilt. On behalf of Fengtai District Party Committee and District Government, I hereby offer my deep condolences to the victims, express my sincere respects to the victims' families, the injured and their relatives, and apologies to the people of the whole city.
With more on this, I'm joined now by Asia Pacific editor Michael Bristow. Michael, before we go on, tell me exactly what we know about what happened here.
Well, this fire began on Tuesday around lunchtime. It was put out actually in about half an hour. It started in an area of the hospital which was being renovated. Apparently sparks from construction workers there got onto paint. That set the fire off. Most of the people who were killed, the 29 who died, appear to be elderly patients who were bedridden. So when the flames and the smoke took hold, they couldn't escape. And we've actually seen some dramatic scenes of people trying to escape the building. They were shimmying down drain pipes, climbing down bed sheets which appear to have been tied together. Some were even standing on the ledges of air conditioning units which had been fixed to the wall of the hospital outside of windows. So real desperate scenes as people tried to escape, and it's a serious fire this, and that's why you hear there an official apologising to all the families involved in it.
Yes, they've told people that they offer their condolences, haven't they, Michael? Let's talk about the actual event itself and the aftermath, because the news of the fire was delayed by a few hours. What does that tell us about how these things are relayed in China in terms of the media?
Well, news in general in China is censored, and the Communist Party, which rules the country, doesn't like people to hear bad news. So there's often amongst officials a knee-jerk reaction to actually suppress bad news when it's happening. So even though this fire took place in a busy residential area, everybody could see what was happening around there. News wasn't released by the authorities and by the media for several hours, and some patients' families have complained that they weren't even told for many hours that their relatives have been involved in a fire. They actually saw it on the news themselves. Afterwards, comments about the fire and complaints about safety standards and the like were censored, just like often they are in China when you get a sensitive event such as this. So really this is another aspect to the story that's unique to China, the attempt to control information about a major disaster and to censor comments about it, and that's been going on.
OK, Michael Bristow, thank you very much indeed.